wonder if like the data that they got from that, has it gone up based off of having a core panel, or is it still the same, or?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not sure. I would like to think that it's at this day and age, it's not necessary. I think that there are times that maybe it is, but I think for the most part, I would like to say that you're competent and capable enough to decide if a record is good enough, regardless of her, him, whatever.
Right. Okay.
They should just remove that part totally, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm. Now, I was just going to say, just looking over the last 3 years of data when they released the demographics and seeing male, female, even down to the ethnicities, right? Black, white, Hispanic, others, it breaks it down. You know, out of X amount of candidates, Latin candidates, male, these numbers got selected. Out of X amount of female Latin candidates, these numbers, you know what I mean? And when you do that number, and I'm like, you know, it's all over the place, right? So it's, I think there has been some goodness to it with them releasing the data and them putting in that core panel. But I think it's not relative for all rates. You know, we still have some male-dominated rates, specifically where that is needed.
Well, you know, I'm going to go against the grain on it because I personally feel like that information is not even necessary. Because at the end of the day, I'm grading the package. I don't care if you're male, female, black, white, Hispanic, purple, alien, or whatever. You got the quals, you did what you needed to do. I'm here to select you. Let's go ahead and change clothes. You know, it shouldn't matter.
I agree, and I had a horrible time with it because I felt like I was a DI hire, and I didn't like it. I was like, I walked in the room, this is going to be on court, and I thought it was, remember back in the day when you had set so many boards, you would be assigned to the tank as
a sponsor.
Like the sponsor. And so really that's what I thought I was being, and they just changed the name of it. And then when I walked in the room and it was nothing but a bunch of female mass chiefs, I was like, well, what is this? And then they started talking about it, and I was like, if I was a male on this panel, I would immediately be like, hold on a second. So you're telling me that you trust me to be here, but you don't trust me to see a record for a record.
Wow.
And so I got to have some chick sitting behind me to maybe cancel out my vote or my something. It seemed very, I did not like it.
Right.
It was.
So if you didn't like the vote, if you didn't like the candidate, whatever, you speak on in the tank, or do you write your notes or turn it in?
We could ask questions in the tank hey, why is this, or why is that? But I think we did it more for anybody than it wasn't directed as towards a woman. Obviously, you had me and the other woman that was with me was a HSM style CMC.
Okay.
And she had also come up through squadron, aviation maintenance ratings. And so we're in the room with subs. Like, we want to understand what the difference is between this qualification and this qualification. Right. It didn't matter if it was a woman's record or a man's record. Right. We were more concerned with how they came up with somebody being highly qualified but didn't get a breakout eval. It didn't make sense to us because of how we were raised in the Navy, where subs were different. It didn't have anything to do with that. I think that was our hardest part, was understanding what they deemed valuable.